Well, yellow lights off coming. The first event of the Amoco Knoxville Nationals is green. We're underway up front. Max Dumsney in that unsponsored 3B on the high side. Dumsney in the lead. Doran Doty running second in that 14 in that Morris Auto car. Running third, the 62 of Rod Holiday, that Faring Ironworks sponsored sprinter. Running fourth, that Roger and Deb Race Emporium 57C is Troy Parsons. Your leader out of Sydney, Australia, Max Dumsney in that 3B car as he goes to the cushion through 3 and 4. We're running second. That Advanced Draperies 14 is Doran Doty. Running third, Rod Holiday. That Century 21, number 62. Running in that fourth and final transfer, the Ace Cabinet Central 57C of Troy Parsons. Your front two cars are running on the cushion through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Holiday electing to go to the middle of the racetrack through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But Max Dumsney still out in front. And that red 3B car running second, that white 14, that Doran Doty. Third, that blue 80 or 62 of Rod Holiday. The orange 57C running fourth is Troy Parsons. Running in that fifth spot, that black 51M Jim Ellis. And that Polaris sponsored sprinter. Running sixth, California and Eric Ross in that red 98X. Your leader, that Larry Ball senior owned sprinter, Max Dumsney. Running third, Doran Doty, owner driver, that 14 sprinter. White flag one more time. Sydney, Australia's Max Dumsney. Dumsney still running the cushion. Doran Doty staying close, but not able to make a challenge on him. Running third, a little ways back is Rod Holiday. Checkered flag as they come out of 4. The 3B, Max Dumsney. Running second, Doran Doty. Third, Rod Holiday, and fourth, the final transfer, Troy Parsons.
To the white line, looking for the green. Oswald, Bo Baker on that front row. Oswald on the bottom, Baker on the top. Tager chasing him through. Mark Smizer. There's Mark Smizer, the 69 car out of Lancaster. Dan Oswald and Bo Baker sitting on that front row. They move towards the white line. Green flag. Baker and Oswald into turn 1. Tager running in that third spot. Bubak running fourth. Baker out of Grants, New Mexico, that Jackson Equipment Company racing machine. Dan the Sonic Man are running second. Todd Tager out of Burlington, Iowa, running third. Bubak running fourth on the bubble right now. John Hall moving into fifth in that 7H. As he moves past the 65 of Danny Jennings. It's still Bo Baker and Dan Oswald. The race right now for third and fourth. Bubak trying to close in ever so slowly on the 7A of Todd Tager. Your leader under the flag stand is Bo Baker. Oswald, Tager, Bubak chasing him through. And the grandfather just went by the grandson going into turn number 1. Ernest Jennings. Baker, still your leader. Oswald to the pit area. That moves Tager up to second. Bubak, that puts John Hall on the bubble. John Hall now in the final transfer spot to tag the tail of the C. It's Baker and Tager. Bubak and John Hall. Baker extending the advantage in that Jackson Equipment, New Mexico Spring and Suspension, also sponsored by the city of Grants, New Mexico. Bo Baker in his initial racing appearance at the Marion County Fairgrounds. Off the fourth turn, looking for the white flag on this circuit. Baker, still your leader. The race now, Tager and Buback running side by side into turn two. Buback on the bottom, not this time. Off the fourth turn, your leader looking for the checkered flag. Bo Baker running second, the 7A of Todd Tager, the 9 of Buback for third.
All events will get the green flag, but sometimes they'll call them back with a yellow. So we're picking it up, looking pretty good right now. They're on the gas, Brent Kading. On the outside, Dennis Moore grabbed that lead early. Up around the outside, Steve Kent on the move. Brent Kading second, Steve Kent is in. We got it upside down in turn two, a slow roll. Joe Gertie, our fastest qualifier. We're going to pace up one more time. Brent Kading sets up on the inside. Steve Kent now on the outside. And once again, Dennis Moore up around the outside, but Kading's down low to the inside. Down to back straightaway, side by side. Kading on the inside. Dennis Moore hangs it up high. Kading forces up in front of him. And on the move, Skip Jackson. Jackson in cut over 10 feet, takes over second. The 11K is Steve Kent running fourth. Greg Hodnett is fifth. The race is going to be for the lead. Brent Kading stays to the outside, but Skip Jackson found a fast way around. Jackson takes the lead. Into turn three, Skip Jackson, Brent Kading. Here comes Dennis Moore, Steve Kent on the inside. The race for third and fourth, Steve Kent is there. Here comes Stevie Smith. Stevie Smith on the move up into fourth. Greg Hodnett now running sixth. Dennis Moore is fifth. Only the top four cars get to go to the main event, fourth spot. And right now it's Stevie Smith way out in front, Skip Jackson. Greg Hodnett goes low to the inside, takes over fifth place. He's got to get the top four. Stevie Smith is fourth. Steve Kent is third. Brent Kading second. The leader, Skip Jackson. Ten times around, 10-lap qualifying heat race. Skip Jackson moves way out in front. Brent Kading a solid second. Lance DeWeese has been holding back in that seventh spot. Not on the move. I expected to see Lance work his way through that field. Completing 7 laps. 8 laps down, 2 to go. We'll get the 2 flag indication this time around from Doug Clark. White flag, 1 to go. Watching that scoreboard on those laps. Down this time for the checkered flag, Australia's Skip Jackson. Brent Kading takes that second spot. Steve Kent finishes third and taking the fourth and final transfer spot, the 71M of Stevie Smith. Those 4 cars go to the A main.
Into the corner, here comes Kinzer! Steve Kinzer all the way to 4th place. That Quaker State number 11 now running third. And Tony Morrow still setting the pace. Danny Smith, Steve Kinzer. The 21G of Mark Casella. Kinzer down on the bottom side. With a slide in front of Danny Smith. Kinzer off the corner down the back chute. Now running second. His sights are set on that 2M car of Tony Morrow. Jeff Shepard now running fourth in that 1W. Hillenberg trying to work his way up through the pack in that Blue Deuce. Tony Morrow still holding the advantage. Steve Kinzer trying to reel him in on each and every lap. Danny Smith still running third. Jeff Shepard running fourth. Hillenberg Morrow, Kinzer into the turn. Tony Morrow on the bottom. Hillenberg with a shot on the bottom. Andy Hillenberg. Kinzer into the lead at car number 11. Tony Morrow running second. The 1W Shepard. Danny Smith on the bubble. That Blue Deuce. Andy Hillenberg taking a long look. Looking for that fourth spot. Here comes the U2 of Kenny Jacobs. Kinzer walking away. There goes Hillenberg on the bottom and Andy Smith. Andy Hillenberg now running in that final transfer spot to tonight's A-Main. Steve Kinzer hooked up in Holland and Knoxville.